Hey guys, hope you're doing very well. In today's video, I am going to be reacting to a video that was posted in my Facebook group a while ago. I just saw the title of it and I was just like, interesting. So I can't even remember who posted this to start off with. I'm so sorry, but if you're watching this, just like credit down below, post a comment down below and I'll pin the comment, because the only thing that I saved, I mean I saved the post, but the only thing that's come up is the like actual video in my saved bit on Facebook, so I'm sorry. So basically what this is a news sort of thing, what do I call it, like a news segment from 1997. So I was 7 years old. I guess some of you guys weren't even born then. Like, this is mad. It says, on this day, so this was on 9th of April in 1997, this video was put on, I was about to say put online, it wasn't, it was put out in the news. And it says, love them or hate them, there's no getting away from the fact that tattoos are all the rage. And this was in 1997, right? So people have been saying, like, I get comments here and there saying like, oh, tattoos are just a fad, and oh, you know, like it's just a fashion thing, and oh, everyone has one, and but there as captions, love them or hate them, there's no getting away from the fact that tattoos are all the rage. So people were saying this in 1997, which was like 23 years ago. Yeah, like 23 years ago. So this whole tattoos are a fashion has been around since, or at least since 23 years ago, and it was probably way before then as well, like in the 80s and stuff. So like, it's crazy how like people can't get out of that mindset, because like that was so 23 years ago. So I don't know what I'm saying, but I thought it'd be interesting to watch this together. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on this. Again, this is from 97, so the quality of this video isn't that great, and you know, tattoos were different back then, not completely different, but like they weren't as good as they are now. Like, we have like full-on artists becoming tattoo artists now and stuff like that. It's crazy how much tattooing has evolved since 1997. So I'm interested to see what kind of tattoos people had and stuff like that. Like, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna do the headphone situation and then leave one off. I'm gonna watch from my phone and stuff. I'm gonna shimmy on over here so we can put the video here. Okay, so let's watch.
Whether you love them or hate them, there's no getting away from the fact that tattoos seem to be all the rage.
It's not just the bad image of people having tattoos done anymore, it's normal everyday people in the street.
Yeah, no, that is so true. Like, that's what I've been saying. People have been saying this for 23 years. It's not just bad people that have tattoos. It's... I can't believe people have been saying this kind of thing for 23 years and there's still people out there that don't understand or don't get it. This is mad. Like, this is like looking at how I am now, but back in the past, right? So weird how things like views on tattoos haven't really changed that much. I mean, they're a lot more accepted now, but it's interesting.
Love them, I just love them on me. They're pretty and they express something about me.
Does it hurt having it done?
Yeah, it's very, very painful, and what's more is you don't just have a quick sharp pain and then it's gone. It goes on for about 15 minutes until they've finished it.
It goes on for about 15 minutes until they've finished it. I guess she's saying that her tattoo took 15 minutes. But the thing is, like, tattoos hurt longer than when you get them done, because like the day of, ouch, and then like few days after, ouch. So I don't know. Oh, it's raining. Okay, had a laundry situation. It started raining, had to tell Tom that his washing was getting wet. Okay, I don't even know where I got up to or what I was saying, so that's great for me. But yeah, anyway, let's carry on watching.
Business is booming for this tattooist in Oxford, who says over the last 5 years the art form's become safer and more acceptable, and the whole image of body painting has changed.
Body painting. Could you imagine if it was that like easy? You just go into a studio and they just like get a brush out and they start painting some art on you, and then it's there for life. Could you? I mean, we would all be covered, because like it wouldn't hurt so much and we wouldn't have to like overthink it, you know, as much. I don't know. I know this is like 23 years old and stuff and whatever, and like people don't know the correct terms and what have you. Like, I'm not really taking the piss as much, but like this is what happens when people that don't know much about tattoos report on tattoos. Do you ever see articles on like Facebook or Twitter where people that clearly don't make tattoo related articles or content or whatever write an article and it's just like, oh, who wrote this? You know, like, do you know what I mean? Hopefully someone can identify with that and know what I mean. He was saying that tattoos are more acceptable, and like we're seeing the same kind of pattern at this time in this kind of era where people are still saying the same thing, like they're more acceptable, yada yada yada. It's crazy how it has progressed, but it hasn't at the same time.
I've tattooed policemen, I've tattooed vicars, I've tattooed solicitors, builders, nurses, parking wardens, all types of persons get tattooed.
To celebrate the history of tattooing, Lionel Titchener's opening a museum at the back of his studio.
So cool.
The memorabilia includes a display of designs from around the world, posters for tattoo site shows, and a picture of the studio's most famous student.
Possibly the most famous is Robert De Niro, who come down when he was doing some...
That's amazing. Okay, so I don't know if this studio is still about, I'd have to look into that, but the fact, oh, this is Southeast, that's like where I'm from. Amazing. Oh my god, Robert De Niro though, that is like godly. And like back in the day, like if you well, still the same now really if you think about it, like when a tattoo artist tattoos a famous person, it's like all they talk about, you know who I'm saying. But like back then, if you tattooed a celebrity, like that's insane, that's mad. But now it's kind of like, so like we don't care. Well, I don't care, but like back then I'm like, whoa, that's so cool. But now I'm like stop being an arsehole about it. I'm such a dickhead. I want to go to a tattoo museum. There used to be one in Cornwall. I think it moved though, or it's not a thing anymore.
Filming for the Mission, and he was looking for Spanish designs from the 15th century, which were going to go in the film.
Well, tattooing seems to be enjoying a revival.
Sorry, I don't know if he's actually tattooing her or not, but the way she just turned around like, news reporting. Like, she's like the most professional news reporter, and the tattoo artist's face is like, oh my god, this is amazing.
After years of being sidelined as a dangerous and vulgar practice reserved for hooligans and lager louts. In the last few years, legitimate tattoo artists have cleaned up their act and have the government certificates to prove it. In fact, everybody seems to be getting tattoos these days in an age when it's important to have fashion with attitude.
We didn't even get to see what that tattoo was, but that, yeah, no, like, lager louts. Oh my god, tattoo artists have cleaned up their act. I don't think tattoo artists have always had that reputation of being thug lager louts. I don't know. Again, I wasn't getting tattooed in 1997. I wasn't getting tattooed at all in the 90s. But yeah, that's is that. I hope there's like some older. My stomach just rumbled well loud. But I hope there's some like kind of older people that watch this, and I'd love to know your experiences from like getting tattooed like earlier in like the 90s or the early 2000s. I'd love to know like what the reputation of tattoo artists were back then, because I don't know, I couldn't, maybe she is right, I don't know. It's normally the people that have the tattoos that has the bad reputation, but then I guess the tattoo artist would also have the bad reputation for doing the tattoos. I don't know, this was, oh god, they pressed in my head so much. But that was like so interesting. I enjoyed watching that so much. If you guys know of any other like vintage news articles or videos on tattoos and stuff, I would love to watch more of them, so please link them down below, or just tell me like a Google search or something like that. I'd love to know your guys' thoughts on that video and like my reaction and stuff like that. Again, that was like the best 2 minutes of my life. Like, that was the best video. I'd love seeing that. Very entertaining. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing very, very well. And until my next video, bye.